Hi everyone, welcome to Advice to Think Twice, and welcome to our daily reading. Let's see what's going on for us at this time. For our highest good, what do we need to know? Keep an open mind in terms of timings and how you apply these messages if you feel they apply to you. And as always, thank you very much for your likes and your shares and your comments and everything you do for the channel. Okay, let's have a look what's going on at this time for my subscribers. Knight of Swords and Page of Pentacles. Some sort of fast communication or fast offer or opportunity. It's something that, let me just get the camera to focus, I hope. It's something that is solid, there you go, with the Page of Pentacles, but it is also very fast moving, okay? So the fast aspect to it could also feel as things are moving too fast because you don't expect it, okay? Does that make sense? So it's almost like it's overwhelming you a little bit. So let's see. It's great news though. Something is developing very quickly, but it's still grounded, it's still healthy, it's still reliable. Do you know what I mean? It's just developing really quickly because the conditions are right. However that resonates. So let's see. For my subscribers, what is the day about? Okay, Oracle Energy and Advice for the day. For my subscribers, Oracle Energy and Advice for the day. For my subscribers, what do we need to know for our highest good? Okay. All right, so let's see. First card. My voice, sorry. Representing the influence of the past in our current situation, what has happened before, what is happening as you're coming into the day, or right after you're watching the video, okay, if you want to look at timeline. Hierophant, Taurus energy, talks about rules, regulations, conformity, fitting in, following along a higher power, wanting to get someone's blessing or receiving someone's blessing. It could be some sort of long-term commitment. It could be a focus on education or faith, religion, tradition. Okay. In today's energy, we have the King of Wands. So these two don't really, the King of Wands doesn't really follow. The King of Wands leads. Okay. So for some of you, what I feel like is that you're getting ready to walk away, remove yourself, release yourself from a contract, a group, an association, collaboration of sorts, a routine where you've just kind of been following the rules and taking it one step at a time, fitting in, doing what everyone else is doing what you're expected to be doing, okay? And in today's energy with the King of Wands, there's some sort of taking action and taking initiative to do things your own way, to shift course. This could be where you're focusing, deciding, you know what, I'm going to start my business today. I'm taking charge of my own life. I'm starting my business. Or, you know what, I'm going to solely focus on my business and I'm stepping away from that 9 to 5 or that part-time job or that whatever. I'm only going to focus on this, right? Give it my full undivided attention. For others of you, if you have been looking for some sort of opportunity to commit or opportunity to invest, you could be coming across that today with the King of Wands, and then it's a case of you have to recognize it and take action fairly quickly, okay? But there is an aspect of, I don't know, going against the norm, going against the grain with whatever this opportunity is. Where things are going, the Seven of Swords, yeah, see what I mean? This is where you plan and you strategize and you make moves in silence. You're not telling people, because I feel like there's an aspect today with what are people going to say? What are people going to think? If I do this for myself because I want to, what are people going to say? What are people going to think? I'm best not going to talk about it until I have something to talk about, okay? I'm not going to talk about how I'm planning to change my job until I have a job to go to, and then I'm like, yeah, this is what I've been doing. It's happening. It's done. I'm not talking about the fact that I'm starting my own business and I'm putting everything I have into it so that people don't put their own fears and doubts and insecurities on it and poo-poo my idea. Do you know what I mean? Or try to talk me out of it or just try to interfere somehow. I'm not talking about the fact that I'm starting a spiritual business when I come from a very religious background, because that's just not going to go very well, you know, potentially. Instead, I'm just going to do what I have to do. And when I have results to show for it, I can then go, this is what I've been doing. These are my results. It works. It's a good plan. It's a good idea. It's the right thing for me, right? So it's almost like you're taking action on something today. You're starting something today that is more about you rather than people around you and what they're going to think. Or it's very different than what you've been doing, or it's very different than what people know of you or expect of you. And it's also like you're testing it out yourself, right? I think this is right. I think this is the right way to go. I'm not 100% because it's different to me as well. I'm still learning about it. So while I kind of get my bearings and know exactly what's up and what I'm doing with this, I'm just going to explore, but just kind of keep it to myself, right? And again, I feel like it has to do with, what are people going to say? What are people going to think? It goes against the norm. It goes against the grain. It goes against tradition. It goes against expectations, So it's like, I would fight tradition and expectations. I will do when I'm sure of what I'm saying and what I'm doing. When this King of Wands becomes the Emperor, then the Emperor and the Hierophant can go head to head and toe to toe and be like, this is what's happening. This is what's up. I have authority over this. I don't need you. I don't need your opinion if it comes to that, right? But for the time being, this is where I'm not going to introduce you to my family just yet, right? If you've just started to date someone, or if you're just getting to know a new friend or whatever, I'm not going to introduce you to my family because I'm still getting to know you myself. I'm still getting to know you and understand if I can trust you, if we are on the same wavelength, right? As an example. But I'm exploring. I'm enjoying this. I'm learning. I'm taking notes. I'm paying attention because I'm taking this seriously, okay? In our oracle, we have 44 with thinker. Yeah, so it's observation, and I feel like on the outside, it looks like you're not doing much. You're thinking, you're contemplating, you're planning. But that's intentional because there's some building blocks here, right? You have a strategy you're working on. You have a plan you're working on. And you're taking one step at a time, potentially in an unknown situation or environment or a way of doing things. And you're learning as you go. And you're adjusting the plan as you go. That's the Seven of Swords energy with the King of Wands as well. It's very fluid. I have broad perspective, like the guidelines of where I want to go. I don't have a carved out ABC type of path, but with every step I take, I'm getting closer to that, right? For others of you with these cards, I'm just going to put it out there. There's some sort of thought or plan or temptation for someone to leave a commitment or step out of a commitment. But I don't know. They're contemplating. This could be you. And that could talk about job. It could talk about relationship. It could talk about a contract. It could talk about not keeping your word in a situation and just not telling them why it is you're not keeping your word. Right? So let's see. What is the fortune cookie for today? Fortune cookie message for today. Okay. So we have major life change. Yeah, definitely. Time is right for major life changes as a new lifestyle or location brings great joy and a trouble-free existence. And reinvent yourself. A transformation is taking place. Enjoy a new lease of life, if I could talk. But yeah, this is definitely stepping away from the norm, the grain, the same old, same old. This is something you've been contemplating. This is something you've been preparing. This is something you've been saving up for, working towards, or trying to crystallize in your head. Like, okay, this is how I'm going to do it. Get a plan together, get a strategy together, right? Even if you're not necessarily taking action up to this point. But it has to do with reinventing yourself and stepping away from the norm, the tradition, what you've been doing, what people know of you, what people expect of you. This is where it's almost like you turn up and you're just a completely different person, right? And it's almost like you want to be a well-defined new person when you step into this environment again, because they'll try to put you back in the box that they know you to be in. Does that make sense? And for some of you, you're contemplating, can I keep hanging out with these people or staying in these environments because I'm reinventing myself? There's been this big change in my life. Can I still hang around here, or is that going to be detrimental? Do we no longer align? Are we no longer compatible? Okay, so some big decisions are happening today to do with starting something new that's very different than the recent past or the long-term past, right? And it's a big decision. Someone's taking it very seriously. But it definitely has to do with someone taking power and control in their own life and stepping away from religion, tradition, societal pressure, family pressure, expectations, same old way of doing things, how they were brought up to do and be and believe, okay? Big transformation here. Very positive energy, definitely. So, that is what I have for today. Let me know how I resonate with the reading if you do. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.